first guest tonight is nothing less than a broadcasting legend who you know from 2020, The View, and her many TV specials. Now, next Wednesday night, you can see her latest celebrity special, 6 to Watch. So check that out. It's our great pleasure to welcome Barbara Walters. Thank you so much for coming. Yes?
My pleasure.
Yes.
I'm just looking, I'm wearing this funky color, and you're wearing the same...
We match.
Isn't that sweet?
We're psychically linked.
Oh, dear, yeah.
You should put me on your next Oscars interview special.
I'll tell you, you know, 6 to Watch is about stars who are right here, you know, but haven't yet gone over the top.
Right.
You are over the top.
Very sweet.
We should have put you on 6. We should have watched, but now it's too late, so whatever.
That's the nicest excuse for not putting me on your show I've ever heard. I'll accept it.
You should hear what we tell David Letterman.
Oh my God, you should put him on. All right.
We have had him on, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you have? Well.
You want to hear about this year's list, whether you like it or not?
About what?
You want to hear who we picked this year?
Yes.
Okay, that's
who have you
nice
picked?
of you. Who have we picked? As I said, these are people who you will know because they're already stars. Jenna Elfman, Dahmer and Greg, big year, you know,
Right,
and who knows where she goes from here. Rupert Everett, whom we loved in My Best Friend's Wedding.
That's going to be fun.
The only gay man who got the girl, you know?
That's right.
Kobe Bryant, Lakers' 19-year-old basketball star. We think he's going to be another Tiger Woods, if he isn't already, in terms of his personality.
Right.
John Bon Jovi, who, huge rock, from being a big rock star, now he wants to be an actor. He's got a whole new career. He wants to be an actor. He's just starting in small roles acting.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
So let me get this straight. I'm too big a star to be on the show.
Yeah.
But John Bon Jovi can be on the show.
That's the way it is. That's sort of the way, yeah,
Okay.
you got it straight.
All right, cool. Okay.
Then we have David Spade.
David Spade, very funny guy, old friend of mine.
Old friend of yours.
Good.
And you know, we have shot with him 2 openings because it's possible that he might get Seinfeld's place. So the first question we asked was, how do you feel if you get Seinfeld's place? And the second question we asked was, how do you feel if you don't get Seinfeld's place? And then we have to figure out...
So you just have audio of him saying good and then bad, right?
I don't care. And finally...
Gets pretty technical here, yeah.
Finally, Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver. I like Minnie Driver. We had Minnie Driver on this show. We had her on this show. She's very striking in person. I think she looked great in the movies.
Yeah, but she
we
looks
had her
very
here,
different.
and she's very tall, too.
Yeah, big, curly black hair. She's wonderful looking.
Yeah,
And
incredible.
now she's got a new boyfriend, but it hasn't really, you know, we're not positive.
Who's the boyfriend? Why don't you break the story right here? Who's the boyfriend?
Well, when we asked her on the show, we were always afraid that, you know, it might have changed. You all know, the drummer for the Help Me.
Oh, yeah. Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's amazing. I bow before him. He was an amazing drummer, and then he created this a whole new band. He's incredible.
Not the drummer, it's the other guy.
Oh, it's not him?
He's the front man.
Wait, it's the drummer he has for Foo Fighters?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, that's no good. No.
Well, we'll tell her.
Yeah.
Minnie.
Yeah, right. I'm sure, yeah. When she hears that I put the nix on the relationship, that's going to carry a lot of weight with Minnie Driver.
Sure, yeah. Especially if she saw your earlier report about your earlier life.
Yeah, very sad. Were you moved to tears? Because you're pro at that. You're pro at moving people to tears. As you see, I cry very easily, so you put me on one of those specials and I'll be crying right away on the first question, you know?
Whatever it is.
So, Conan, where were you born? You know, before we go to break, I have to bring up something to you. I want to talk about The View when we come back.
Okay.
Because we've talked about that. Maybe we should save this just because this is an important thing I want to talk about. What? Go to commercial? All right, we'll do a commercial break. We're very tight here on time.
Very serious stuff in The View. Huh?
I've got a lot of questions about The View. So more with Barbara Walters in just a second. Stick around. Very nice. We're back over here. I'm here with Barbara Walters, and I want to ask you about The View because you have this great reputation in broadcasting sterling broadcaster, and I've seen on The View, which is a daytime show, for those
You're
people
going
that...
to be on with us next Friday.
Yes, I'm going to be on. That's right. I'm going to sing a song from my new album. And
Well, it looks like we just can't make it next Friday. Somehow or other.
maybe John Bon Jovi. But I've been watching The View, and you really loosen up and get very silly in daytime. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Maybe better.
Casual. I saw you. Okay, casual. I saw. The other day I'm watching, I think it was a show that you were doing out of Los Angeles, and Mickey Mouse comes running in, and you and Mickey start breakdancing together.
We did.
And I thought, you know, go Barbara, go. This is...
I have to tell you, I had thoughts about that. I thought from Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin, President Clinton, and Mickey Mouse. It's a job.
Are you saying there's a descending order there?
I don't know.
What are you saying about the president?
I'm thinking, I thought, why did I start it that way? Why did I go the other way?
Okay.
I thought that it might make a difference because, you know, we're supposed to be a particular way, and on 2020, but
Yeah, you and Hugh Downs do not often go into breakdancing.
in the commercials.
Wow, okay.
But, you know, I mean, it's a different kind of a show, and we're allowed to be human beings.
Sure.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
So I am a little different, and I didn't dance with Minnie Mouse. I mean, you can't complain too much.
No. You did the right thing, I think. I met the ladies of The View a few days ago. I went to
and Joy and Debbie and Meredith, yeah?
That's right. I was at a benefit, and they were all there, and I walked up to the group, and I said hello, and I greeted each one personally, and then I turned to Debbie Matenopoulos. And I said, hello, Debbie, it's very nice to meet you. And she said, well, it's nice to meet you, and she put her arm around me, and her hand touched the small of my back, and then went down lower. If you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So was it good for you?
I loved it. That's my point.
So wait until next Friday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Heaven knows. I mean, she's only 23, and we
No.
haven't really taught her everything yet.
Well, I tried. No. She was, no,
Wait a minute, what did he say about John Bon Jovi being available on Friday?
no, I think it was an accident, because whenever women do that, it always turns out to be an accident. No. Now, The View is all women. Did you ever think, why not a man in there? Why one of the stars should be a man?
Well, we sort of thought that it was supposed to be like, you know, women getting together for a coffee clutch, and it's different. You know, women and men simply do talk differently. And that's why we have a lot of men on as guests. You know, and you can hold your own there, but we just felt that it should have been 4 women or 5 when I'm on. You know, I mean...
Because a guy would kind of ruin it, or a guy wouldn't get it.
Oh, we'd be arguing all the time, or it would be a different sensibility. I don't know. I mean,
The guy would just start watching sports in the corner.
Oh, Debbie would do something to the guy, and before we knew it, it would be a
Oh, my
whole
God.
other
Yeah,
show,
she's,
you know.
control her.
He'd start braiding his hair and painting his nails.
We're going to do that next Friday.
Oh, good, yeah.
No, really? No. Really? Seriously? Okay, cool. Last time you were on the show, you were telling us different stories about some of the famous people you met, and I found out later on that you once had an interview with Fidel Castro.
Yes.
And I thought, Fidel Castro, this is a legendary figure. I have to ask Barbara Walters, what was it like meeting Fidel Castro?
It was extraordinary. We spent a great deal of time with him. We traveled all over the country with him. But the first time, you know, in Cuba, if you do an interview, they play the whole thing. We did a 6-hour interview. It was the longest interview I have ever done in my life. We finished at 1 o'clock in the morning. We were exhausted. He took us all back into the kitchen, which he has behind his office, and made us grilled cheese sandwiches. And they weren't bad. With a cup of cocoa, you know, it was a very nice thing. But he really did.
That's amazing. So he cooked for you?
He cooked for us. As a matter of fact, he came to New York at one point and asked if I would invite some friends, and I invited all of the journalists that I could think of, and he made us lobsters. Fresh boiled lobsters. Now, you know, there is that side. There is the other side that's not quite as pleasant.
Right, so he's just sort of a happy homemaker kind of guy. Who
All he wants to do-
ruthlessly rules the country.
All he wants to do is just make lobsters and put people in prison, you know?
Okay, that's right. You go to jail. You enjoy this crab salad. All right, well, 6 to watch on ABC, Wednesday, May 20th, 10 o'clock p.m. And The View, of course, and 2020. Those shows, people know where to find them.
I hope so, and I
Oh,
hope they always know where to find you, because you're adorable.
All right, everybody. Barbara Walters, give her a hand. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Nice to have you here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll see you in a second.